And from here, you're going to click on Projects up at the top, and you're going to click on Create New Project. You're just going to give it a name, so I'm just going to call it Cyberbullying Guide. And then from here, what you're going to do is click on Collaborative and click on Next. You're going to click on your class, click Next. And you should be able to see collaborators. You should be, if you don't, then your partner's going to have to follow these directions from here on in. So just rewind and then have your partner follow these directions up to this point, and then refresh the page and your partner's name should appear. So you'll click on the name and then click on Next. Click Next again. And then in the meantime, what we're going to do is click on Finish, then click on Start. You're going to do blank edit and then start again. Then from here, what you're going to do is you're going to open up a new tab and you're going to go into Google Drive. So click on the 3x3 grid, click on Drive. And then up at the top of Drive, we're going to type in to search for our Cyberbullying Guide template, and then click on it when it appears. And then from here, what you're going to do is you're going to copy your text from scene 1. So for example, I'm just going to go ahead and click and drag to highlight this, and then hit Control-C on your keyboard. Then from here, what you're going to do is you're going to click over to We Video, and you're going to click on the A. And then from here, what you're going to do is click and drag a text box. Can be really any style. So for example, I'm just going to click and drag this one, and it's going to go into Video 2. Then you're going to click on the text box that you just added, put your pointer on the 3 lines, and then click on the pencil to edit. Then what you're going to do is basically paste your text in these text boxes. So I'm just going to click here and then hit Control-V on my keyboard. And what you might want to do is separate it into 2 boxes. So for example, I'm just going to take the by Aaron F. I'm going to hit Control-X to move it from here and then put it in secondary text. So Control-V so that it looks like this, and then click on Done Editing. So then from here, what you're going to do is just keep on adding text boxes. So for example, here's another text box, put my pointer on the 3 lines, and then click on the pencil to edit. And then go back over to my cyberbullying template. And again, do the same thing, click and drag to highlight, Control-C, click back over to We Video, click in the text box, and then Control-V to paste. And again, I would probably want to separate it, so I'm just gonna take this part here, Control-X, and then put it in secondary text, Control-V, so that it looks like what we see here. Click on Done Editing, again add a 3rd text box, and click on the text box, rest your pointer on the 3 lines, click the pencil, click back over to your Cyberbullying Guide template. If you just hit Tab also, it'll highlight everything, so then Control-C, click back to We Video, click in the text box, and Control-V to paste. And again, we're just going to take that second sentence, highlight, Control-X, secondary text, Control-V, and then click on Done Editing. Now, if you have any step-by-step directions, I recommend using the 1, 2, 3, 4 stack title. So you're just going to click on that and then put your pointer on the 3 lines, click on the pencil to edit. So for example, right here, we've got kind of 4 lines. So what we want to do is, again, just Control-C to highlight, and then click in the first text box, Control-V to paste. But what we're going to do is we're going to take this stuff here and then just kind of move it over. So again, Control-X and then Control-V, and we're just going to separate it all. So Control-X, Control-V, Yeah, and then you always want to make sure that you use all of the lines, because otherwise you'll have these weird things that don't make sense to you. So, like for example, saying for doesn't make sense at the end. So you just want to make sure that when you're using the text boxes that you're using all of them. So now it looks like this, and if you want, you can change the size by clicking manual and you know, making the text bigger or smaller, whatever it is that you want to do. But anyway, then just click on done editing, and you basically just want to, for the rest of it, just continue copying and pasting your information from the Cyberbullying Guide template into WeVideo, and that's it.